Hey everybody, welcome to Northernlion Tries Super Inefficient Golf. It's a bit of an unusual Northernlion Tries, because I've already played like an hour of this. I played it on Sunday's stream when I was researching new stuff to play. It was gifted to me by a friend of mine, and it was a good suggestion. I love a golf game, and this is a golf game with a unique twist. Also no multiplayer, which is a bummer, because this would be a lot of fun to play on the NLSS. However, it's on sale for like... it's $1 until January 16th. It's the lowest price you can pay for something and still feel good about it, I think. We're just going to select a level here. So I would describe this less like a traditional golf game and more like a physics-based puzzle game, if that makes sense. So how the heck does the game work? I will explain it to you after I move my webcam down here so you can see the little interface going on. But then you got the question, should I be lined up like this? Should I be against the side? Or should I be left aligned with it? Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. The way that you do this game, the way that you play it, is not the way that you play other games of the golf varietal. You don't take a club, swing and hit it. You don't take a putter, swing and hit it. What you do is you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you place mines around the ball, and you try to use these timed and calculated explosions in order to get the ball into the hole. So how would you tackle this one? Well, you might give it 2 mines here for a little bit of forward momentum, and then like a mine, a mine on each side for steering, and then like a little mine on top that could function as a brake. Then you can start, you detonate, it's just numbered. So wherever you placed mine designated as mine number 1, you press 1, it'll send it. You can enter some slow motion to figure out when to detonate the other ones. For now, there does not appear to be a detonation required, but here, I'm going to detonate the one we had our brake on just to try to get us, you know, into the hole here, and that's a hole-in-one, baby. Also known as an eagle. So, the other thing, you know, obviously, the levels start easy. They get a lot harder. This kind of setup right here, it can get you through a lot of these. But you also only have a set number of bombs to complete the levels with. It does, whoops, I've made a mistake here, hold on. Cancel this, please. It'll probably still work. I just had to do some, you know, reactive play, if that makes sense. Only a birdie on that one. It straddles the line between, like, golf game and physics-based puzzler, if that makes sense. It's not really the kind of game where I think you're worried mostly about improving your overall score, if that makes any sense. I think you're much more concerned with, like, can I actually beat these levels at all? So hold on, I'm just trying to get this one to work. The cool thing is that because of the fact that you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a jank way to play something like Kerbal Space Program. Okay, hold on. I think we need 4 of those. Because it's kind of a jank rocketry simulator, you obviously, and you probably figured this out for yourself already, you don't need, let's go, to stick to the course. You know, if you're comfortable, you can kind of fly through the air if you wanted to. And you could see the box where they built a previous hole, I'm sure, on the terrain. So I see it much less like it's actually in the golf genre, and much more like it's, I'm an idiot. And, you know, definitely should have just put a brake on this thing so I didn't bogey, but life goes on. Much more like a physics puzzler. Okay, don't be a fool this time. Put a brake on it, just in case. Suppose if you wanted to, you could even go for like a dunk or something. Whatever, it worked. It dunked itself. So I would definitely never suggest this is the kind of game you're going to get like 80 hours out of. Although, allow me to say, by the way, the holes do get different. Don't think that they're all going to be solvable like this, but this is kind of just a classic structure that allows us to focus on the commentary for a bit here, if that makes any sense at all. Hold on. Slow-mo. Hit the 3-wheel motion. Okay, hit him with a... Ooh. You know what? I was going to say I can live with it. I don't know. Put me out of bounds. I think we need a little bit more lift. And if you wanted to, you could start like that. Then have a little, like a secondary booster attached if you're interested. But you can only have 4 different bombs. So you can't stage them, like, you can't put 2 ones and then have the, like, other ones fire later. They all fire when you press the button. So, you got to be careful about the order of which you get this stuff set up. I would prefer to land in the sand trap, please. Yikes. Well, we really got some distance at least. Let's think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah. Yeah. And actually, here's the thing. Let's make sure that we got brakes on the front as well, even if we can't isolate their movement. You know what I mean? So this looks okay. Much, much better. It's going in, dude. That was a great recovery. I really, and again, this is a game that is currently like 80% off. It is $1 on Steam. I feel weird complaining in any capacity at all, but man, oh man, would this be a little bit better and substantially more replayable with an online multiplayer component. If you want to get really technical, I think you could probably do Steam Remote Play. This is not going to work. I think you could probably do Steam Remote Play and have everybody control like a different bomb. But, that's a little bit unlikely, shall we say. An online multiplayer component would take this to the next level. Unfortunately, does not exist. I don't really want to call it a missed opportunity, because it's like, it's not an easy task. Much like, actually landing this shot is not an easy task. I mean, if we wanted to be cowards, you could just, like, pretty easily, I think, do something like this. Oh! Well, that provided us with almost no movement at all, so that's what I get for being cocky, I suppose. Let's try to land it up on that platform. It's just got to stop moving first. But in spite of that, I know I've spent a lot of time maybe talking about what you might perceive as the negatives. Hold on. Hold on. That's a really, really good landing. Just go slow-mo just in case. Okay, okay. The positive of the game is that it's completely unique, and I actually really like it as like as a physics engine, if that makes sense. Like to have something like this, but with a a more robust kind of like game built around it, I think would be really cool. As is right now, it kind of occupies the place of being like a nifty little diversion. Can we? You think if we hit it with a quick 3? Come on, come on. You fool. I think you should just give it one of these. Donk it! That's not how physics works, brother. But we can still make it work. It's kind of, it occupies the space of like a nice little like diversion and time waster. That was a much better setup, I think. How dare you? We're out of bombs. This one's got to go in or we're going to actually fail the hole, which is incredibly embarrassing as I just yeeted it right into the sand trap. Okay, hit me with the restart, please, on this one. I need it. But yeah, when I'm playing the game, I'm like, I enjoy it. And I really like what it's got going on. And in its own unique way, that's almost like why I'm wistful. is because I think it could be even better, just given like a little bit more ambition. I know ambition is probably not the right word to use, because I don't mean to suggest that the devs are not ambitious. Merely that the game is like so close, in my opinion, to being able to have like a more lasting kind of like presence. I mean, I played a lot of golf games. And if this had multiplayer, I would play this one on the NLSS as well. See, that was so much easier. But as is, don't let me discourage you. It's still it's a fun game, and I'm telling you, you haven't even seen anything as far as like the difficulty of the courses so far. The actual, like, the feeling you get when you nail flight in the proper way is incredibly satisfying. Like, when you come up with a plan and it actually works, you feel like a genius. You feel like a NASA launch engineer. Not this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we have 4 on that one or only 3? I think still, you know, we've learned, you know. Let's Kerbal it. Give you one of these. We only had 3 for sure. Incredible dampening technology. I probably should have kept it going on that one. I bet we could have made it happen. But either way, we are angling for a very, very easy par. Oh, I thought it was par, but it's a birdie. Even better. So yeah, I mean, this is a game where kind of what you see is what you get. But also to some extent, like what you haven't seen, you haven't gotten yet. This was like the first hole for me that was actually tricky. Because on this one... Hold on, I want to make the break a little bit more like... Because, look, I don't hold a degree in physics, okay? But the way momentum works, like, it's three-dimensional because we're playing in 3 dimensions. You know, if we're flying in this direction... like that way, we want to cancel out the vector with an exactly opposite vector. Now, I didn't do a great job. It's kind of off-center there, but it might function for us to fly here regardless. Okay, never mind. Let's try it with 3. I don't know if 3 is going to do it, but we're going to try it with 3 nonetheless. Okay. Didn't quite make it on there. Okay, hold on, hold on. So I think 4, but at a shallower angle. Like that. And then, hear me out here. A 2 on the bottom for some more lift. Along with the 2 that pushes you over to the side. To actually land on something. Let's try that. This is a much tougher hole. I actually think... Well, we shouldn't have done that because we lose the mines. But I actually think that will work. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little booster. Big steering wheel. And then cancel out our momentum. Actually, we do want it over here because we're going to be moving in that direction most likely. Probably don't need that many. Okay, let's try it again. Come on! We were so close. I still think it'll work. We just need a little bit more of this. Yeah. Okay, try again. Okay. Just land it, brother. Can I just get a restart on this one? What level are we on? Was it? I don't want to skip this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's try again. So if you wanted to, I mean, here's the deal, brother. If you want to be a coward, life's easy, okay? If you want to try to not get the dunk because you don't think it's a sensible option, look at that. We've gotten ourselves around the wall. And then, you know, you could just try for something very simple. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go with 3 on that one. And then we can actually afford to maybe have like a 2-piece move us up. 3-piece move us left. Sorry, right, I suppose. And then one of these, roughly at that angle, maybe, to cancel our momentum. And, you know, life's easy if you want to be a coward like that. We actually do want 4, but that was still pretty good. Assuming this will actually fly for us. But in its own unique fashion, come on. That's what I like about this game, is that it allows you to be ambitious. You know what I mean? I appreciate the fact that the game itself gives you the ability to be like, hey, you know, there's like a way to complete the course in probably like the safest route possible. Don't hit the barrels, please. Thank you. Which is what we're doing right now. But there's also a way to complete the course in like, you know, probably 1 move or at least less moves. Although you got to play the ball as it lies, which in this case is a little touchy. Look, okay, we should not have had 3 blues on this one. That's way too much. And I hit the wrong button to start with. Please remove these mines. We should have removed them to begin with. Just give me a 2-piece to get me across. And then give me a little extra lift. And then give me some movement in this direction. And then give me your classic little dampening break. Something like this. Yikes. That's a 2. Yikes. Can you not just get over with a 1? That's gonna overshoot, I think. Oh my god. Please don't run out of mines again. I'll be so embarrassed. I think we're okay with 3. But then a break. Little off center on the break, but that's okay. And then earlier. That's being in the sand trap. Look, I've made myself appear to be a fool here, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have talked about how much easier this was, well, then simultaneously being kind of like bad at it. But that's, again, the game is less about golf. I'm obviously an accomplished golfer. One of the best Canadian golfers of all time. Along with Mike Weir and Sergio Garcia. But my impatience is getting the better of me here. Rather than just doing things the slow way that would be easier, I'm doing it the fast way that's nearly impossible. Please take me to level select. As you can see, I've done most of these. I rage quit the 18th hole. Let's try to do maybe like the 14th hole. Let's see how this goes. Then we'll move on. But yeah, for real, for $1, you can't really beat what's going on here. This does not play like the current game that's $1. Now, is it worth the $10 asking price? Roughly. Hold on. Oh. You're gonna bounce. Oh, jeez Louise, dude. Is it worth the $10 asking price in a, you know, a more non-Steam sale sort of context? Maybe, maybe not. That's kind of, you know, yours to decide. But what I will say is I found it entertaining. Hit me with a 4. Yo, the greatest and most delicate and most elegant shot I've ever seen. And then, hey, repurpose the existing mines you've got on this. You don't need them. Get those out of here. And give me your classic little... Hear me out here. Little forward momentum. Little boost. Camera control could be a little funky from time to time. That's a little boost. And then, big break if necessary. We're just trying to get over. Get over. My heart was in the right place. It did lead to us getting shot out of the end of the earth, but my heart was in the right place on this one. I promise you that. Okay, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. Might want to slow it down a little bit. Might even want to give yourself a little kick. Might even want to use that right away. And definitely not fall off the edge, you coward, dude. There are some rage quit moments in the game. Okay? There's some moments that have made me want to rage quit. But again, that's also apparently my brand now. Okay, thank God. I had it. I had it. And I got greedy. And the greed was genius. Okay, so here's the strat, all right? Give yourself a little bit of kick through the air, like so. Then, you want a lot of movement in that direction. And a decent break to stop you. You got to give him one of these. Slow it down. The bounce is very dangerous. One of these. And then just, yeah, the break shoots you off the edge, which I think is very strong. My greed knows no bounds. Is the way that I should be talking about this game right now. You could just so easily take it slow and just do what we're doing right here, but instead, my brain only allows me to program the ball to fly at Mach 500. So here's the thing. We're going to give you one of these. I don't need no dang brakes. Because the hype train doesn't have no brakes. One last thing I want to do. There are 36 holes in the game, which is not that many, but I promise you by the time you get through some of these levels, you will be like, 36 was enough. So what we are going to try to do, we're taking a look at World 2, Hole 1. And I thought maybe it might start a little bit on the easier side. That appears to not be the case. But let's see how this looks regardless. Okay. Hit him with the slow-mo. We're trying to go this way. No! I didn't think the wall would smash, dude. So I think the lesson there is that we actually needed, like, a little bit less momentum. Whoops. On our break. Let's see if this carries us. I was feeling pretty good about that one, to be honest. I gotta level with you, dude. This seems real tough. 17 bombs left? Are you insane? I think we need to do it like this, okay? So you send it forward to the ramp. Then this break sends you that way. Sends you into the ball. And then I think you want another smaller break to cancel some of the movement there. Let's try this. So you're going to go 1. Anyway, the game's impossible. That's the important thing you need to know. Is that it's, the game cannot be defeated. I might have shot a little off-center. Or, like, our aerodynamics might have put us a little off-center. Whatever. We're just letting it ride at this point. Okay, very important. No. It's gotta be your blue mines here, which is mapped to the number 2. But the rotation is real bad for us. But I don't think it's getting any better. So you might as well just go into outer space. Anyway, this was super inefficient golf. I actually like it despite sucking at it. And I would definitely recommend it, especially like at its current price. It's a disgusting deal. It's a deal you should be disgusted to participate in. But nonetheless, I'm sure they would like you to. If you enjoyed what you saw of the game, check it out for yourself on Steam. Link will be in the video description below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!